What's up, friends and family? World of YouTube out there. Let me make sure that this is being taped right. So the two-part video that you see me do about what I seen on a demonic level of this officer absorbing this man's life force energy, right? Whether you want to still be like, it's reaching, I don't know, you got a point, or feel somewhere in between, let me just go into something from time immemorial when it comes to the relations, right, between malevolent Caucasians and African people or people of color. Okay. A little more intention. I ain't do my stretches yet. It is undeniable that, and before I go on and say this, notice I said malevolent Caucasians because there are some very good Caucasians. There are ones who I encountered that would take their shirt off their back for you, really genuine, really admire and like African Americans. So anybody watching this, don't put words in my mouth and say, oh, you're racist, you're talking down on my, there's malevolent people of African descent, malevolent people from European descent. There are malevolent people of Asian, Indian descent, right? So any Caucasian watching this that want to get salty and say, oh, because I'm speaking the truth, I'm speaking something racist, then more than likely you're one of those fake non-racist people that are only comfortable with black conservatives or the ones who sweep things under the rug and don't tell it raw and uncut. So you could just click off this video or have a contempt or whatever you feel, but I'm gonna say what needs to be said here. So from time immemorial, it's undeniable that the Caucasian has been acting like a parasitic entity towards us, a succubus, right? Seeing the symbolism of him mounting him and drawing his life force energy. You ever had a dream where you couldn't get up and something was riding your back and draining energy from you? And the more you yell and scream, it seems like that entity is getting stronger. Everybody had a scary ass dream like that before. And it is said that those are entities from the astral realm that is trying to draw that fear and pin you down and suffocate you, right? You ever had that feeling when you dreaming and you actually can't even breathe and something is pressuring on your back even more and more? Look at the symbolism of that, right? So it's undeniable that he's been acting parasitic. What does a parasite do? It drains your life force energy. It drains you, make you sick, as it gets stronger and stronger and stronger until you drop dead. That's what he's been doing to us on a psychological, a spiritual, and physical level. Demonic, parasitic, and a succubus type of energy, what he's been doing to us for 400 years. And even if we go back to slave times, you would see the more a black person is yelling when they're getting whipped or fingers cut off or burnt, that they enjoy, they suck that energy up. So that's what I see from a third eye level of what that represented there. I mean, that's clearly what it represented. You have to understand this, okay? When it comes to a demonic, demons or malevolent entities, malevolent astral entities and such, they have a contract in this universe too. And no demon, no malevolent spirit or whatever can hijack your body when you awake and you realize that your mind has been hijacked. A simple, strong prayer out to the universe. I realize I've been hijacked. All malevolent entities, all astral entities that has been using us as a host, you must leave now, because I'm the captain of this vessel now to bring up with light and divine consciousness. So I'm mentioning this to say that What we saw play out there was as if a million ancestors came forth to be in George Floyd's body at that time, and a million of the malevolent, parasitic, succubus, vampiric, malevolent Caucasian ancestors, the same ones who are descendants of Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, Aryan Nation, all of them, racist people that hate us and was our enemy from 1,000 years, came forth in Derek Chauvin's body. And what we saw was a play out of the demon or the legions of demons that have been doing this to people of African descent for hundreds of years. It had to show the world what we've been doing to these people, because the contract is up. You see this chaos going on. They lost their power. They lost their power. The time of darkness. Before things get to light, it got to get a little ugly. And this is symbolic of them losing their grip. Their reign is up. So in the universal contract, that demon or those legions of demons had to show the world. It can't hide no more of this is what we was doing to them, so that the world can see. And when the world seen that blatantly, those with open hearts, not the looters, the retarded ass looters, they play a part in this as well too. Serving a purpose of destruction before rebirth again. Okay. Another example, you ever see those movies when an exorcism is taking place, and the priest, when he gets a hold of the demon possessing a person's body, the person's crazy and shit, and the demon, the priest has the cross and he says, "Reveal your name to me now," and the demon said, "My name is Azar," or those ancient weird names that demons have, because that's like what I'm telling you, that they have to reveal who they are when people are awake. Okay? And now that the world is awakening, that had to take part like a play on a stage for the entire world to see that they cannot hide anymore on what they was doing to us, extracting our blood, our sweat and tears, and excuse me, pardon me. A little hot here, and they couldn't hide that no more, hiding behind the guise of like, we're good old white folks, we brought technologies to the world, medicines, and conservative and capital, we're like, no, can't hide the world seen right there. Those of the malevolent Caucasian force of who they really are. Now the world can really see the cold-heartedness, the demon. I told you, I've seen her shift his face. If you look at his what they call the pics when somebody when you get arrested or indicted, to take a picture of you, the jail pic. If you look at that pic and you look at that facial expression he had, is almost, it don't even look the same. Like I said, it was an impish goblin type of face, and this man was in a trance. This is, like I said, this is the symbolism. This is the symbolism of what they've been doing in a parasitic way, in a succubus way, in a vampiric way. All right? And that's it. I don't think much more needs to be said. And I think that, my conclusion, once again, whether to the extreme you say reaching, whether you think somewhere in between, whether you completely agree, closure to this is just look at the symbolism of this. Look at the raw symbolism. They've been doing that to us in so many ways for centuries. All right. So leave your comments, your feedback. I would love to know what y'all think. And like I said, man, you know, it's they lost their power. The rain is up, and you know things are gonna get a little more ugly before they get better. But his rule is up. His rule is up. The world now see who the malevolent Caucasian spiritual forces, who they are. Peace out.